Assalamu alaikum, dear friends and colleagues. We are continuing the air conditioner is cooling weekly series. Today we will discuss another installation error, running two pipes inside a single insulation sleeve. This is a very sensitive topic as nearly 90% of air conditioning problems are caused by installation errors. Everyone wants their work to go as smoothly and easily as possible. But we must remember that an AC is installed once, and if done correctly, the unit will serve the customer for years. One common error made by technicians is running the liquid and suction lines inside the same installation. First, let me note that there is a specific installation size for every pipe diameter. It is essential to pass the pipe you see in my hand through separate insulation sleeves like this. As the wall thickness of insulation increases, the loss of cooling and heating capacity decreases to a minimum. When low quality insulation is used, we often see the pipes switching with condensation, which means both energy loss and extra humidity. Now let's put both pipes in one insulation sleeve and see what processes take place. Like that. The temperatures inside the pipes are different, which creates an unavoidable heat exchange. Without getting into a debate, we can say that this heat exchange to two different temperatures reduces cooling capacity by about 5%. Of course, physical laboratory tests would be required to calculate the exact percentage of this loss. While preparing this lesson, I asked AI to calculate what this loss would be for 24,000 BTU system. The calculation was based on a pipe length of 5 meters. While the loss in cooling is 5%, the real picture emerges in heating mode. Although our lesson is dedicated to cooling mode, I want to share this important detail. As a teacher, I found it appropriate to provide all relevant information at the same time. In heating mode, the losses are even greater for air conditioners using R410A and especially R32 refrigerant, because when R32 refrigerant leaves the compressor, the gas temperature can sometimes reach 90 to 100 degrees Celsius. If we take the liquid line temperature as 50 degrees Celsius, we see a temperature difference of 40 to 50 Kelvin. What happens then? The hot gas heading to the indoor unit for condensation transfers part of its energy to the liquid line. In other words, the gas temperature drops before it even reaches the indoor unit. As the vapor gives its heat to the liquid line, its latent heat of vaporization value decreases. Let's explain this in simpler terms. If refrigerant at 50 degrees Celsius was supposed to absorb 38 watts of energy, A 10 Kelvin rise in temperature drops that value to 34 watts. In heating mode, this loss is incredibly large. Under these conditions, the loss of heating capacity can vary between 15 and 20%. Dear colleagues, 1 meter of insulation costs only 20 to 40 cents. Why cause so much harm to the customer for the sake of just a few dollars? This AC will constantly run under overload, and your mistake will drop a 24,000 BTU unit down to 18,000 BTU capacity. Of course, all these figures are engineering estimates. Laboratory experiments are necessary to determine them with full precision. But let's not forget that factory specialists have already provided us with the most optimal methods in the service manual. There is no need to reinvent the three-wheeled bicycle. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us. Thank you for watching us until the end.